Welcome to Widowmakers TV. Our show is brought to you by Black Widow Deer Lords. Our show is in collaboration with our hunts, the TV shows we work with, and our field staff. This week we're going to kick off our show with Ben Rising with Whitetail Edge. We hope you enjoy the show.
Some stickers. He just walked right out early with all these other deer, but he never stopped. He stayed out at like 52 yards and just steadily fed right through the beans on out into the big part of the field. Oh, man, I'm hoping that he turns around and comes back, but I don't know that he's gonna. I don't want to spook him. The hard part's gonna be if he don't come back, how I'm gonna get out of here. Some of these other does have already bumped off. They just kind of went off into the timber. And I was hoping he'd come back through here, not wanting to go out into the main field so early. I don't know. We're going to have to just stick it out and see if he comes back. He's a nice deer. I thought he was going to come back. He's with the little doe is what it is. One of them little yearlings is in heat, and he's just hanging with her. Well, she started to come back this way, and there's another little buck here, and he got a little nervous about this blind. Or about, I don't know if the wind switched just a little, but it just kind of boogered things up. And she kind of went that way. Well, then he tried to run that buck off. And that's what's telling me that he didn't want to leave her. If I'd get lucky and that little fawn had come back up in here, we might get in the game, but I don't think they're coming back now. Dang it, man. But that was a great encounter. It was fun. gut shot him, didn't I? Or no? No, I think you got him. It's sticking out. I don't want to get too excited because I ain't so sure about that shot. I know it's in him and it's a Rage Extreme, but I know it's low because it's a 35 and I was holding high, and I think he was more like 42 where he was at, but I didn't have time to adjust because he was going to run. I mean, he was coming right in and that guy started that. Anyways, that's the big buck that we come in here after. He was coming in perfect. Everything was fine. And then the farmer over here starts dragging a bucket or something, like a snowplow on the freaking concrete. You could still hear it. And then it just made all the deer get nervous. We're just gonna get out of here. All the deer have left the field. We're not even gonna attempt looking for that deer right now. We know it's guts, but it was a great angle, and I think we're gonna be okay. But we're just gonna get out of here and give him all the time in the world. So we're gonna try to sneak out of here, not make a huge disturbance, and make things worse down in there. Little speck right here. So we got one speck right here to start with, so at least we know what trail he went down. Holy smokes, man. Where's he at? Right here. Man, is he pretty, dude. Goodness gracious. Look at that. It did come all the way through the other side. Rage Extreme. Don't seem to ever let you down. Get in there, get you some. That's awesome.
Who's dragging it up there?
That's why we brought you.
I'll drag a deer out like that any day.
Well, as you can see from the video, he did not go far. But we did the right thing. We let the deer lay all night, and that's the thing you got to do when you're not sure of a hit. We knew it was low, but we reviewed it, and we were pretty sure that it got up in there, and it did. It did its job. I mean, I really don't know what to say right now. I mean, this is the third booner for me this year. I'm pretty positive this deer is going to go in the 70s, gross boon. And I mean, I just feel so blessed.
Well, if you know Ben Rising, you know when he sets his eye on that buck, he's going to punch that tag. Now let's go meet up with our friends with Innerloc Out There.
First stop, feed mill. Grab a bunch of corn so we can go bait some farms.
I'm trying. It's heavy. Well, we're gonna put out some black widow deer lure, hot and ready scrape beads on this scrape that we started a couple days ago. Just dump it all out.
While Dad and Jesse are putting out the corn, I like to put out some black widow deer lure to bring the bucks closer to my location.
Corn out on our farms, check. Black widow deer lures out on our farms, check. Plenty of deer and turkey on our farms, check. Cameron's Excalibur dialed in, check.
Finally, it's time for me to hit the woods. The first spot is filled with deer and turkey.
Really nice morning, so really hoping that a turkey or a buck or something walks in.
About an hour after daylight, I caught some movement out the corner of my eye. It was a flock of turkeys. Looks like Thanksgiving dinner is coming early this year.
Where's the baby?
She fell down. It went right through her neck. Dad help me, the bow was laying over.
Now that my turkey tag is punched, it's time for me to get serious about the whitetails.
Just put out the black widow, just checked the blind turtle. Everything looks good, so I think I'm ready to start hunting this week.
The cold front had hit, and we were anticipating a great week of deer hunting there in Kansas. This is one of our favorite locations, and with it snowing like this, it was a must to sit all day long and wait them out.
It's the 30th of October here in Kansas. We're sitting in the blind turtle here on the same farm that Mom shot her big buck a few years back. Dad just checked the trail cameras we got out there, and we have some nice buck on this farm. So hopefully one of those will walk in tonight and I can get a shot at it. But I'm gonna put on my scent lock coat and get all bundled up and have to see what happens.
Anytime you have cold weather or snow in October, you better get out there, because the deer are moving.
She's right. It didn't take long for us to start seeing deer.
The snow that actually laid made it easy to see the deer coming from a distance.
Just had a young eight with double brows come in. We're gonna wait for a little bit bigger. But he looked over there and then put his tail down and walked off as if something pushed him out of there. So we'll see what happens.
As this buck walked off, I was hoping I wouldn't regret not shooting him.
We got a doe coming out right over here. There's a buck behind her.
How big?
I can't really tell yet. It's a nice buck. The sun's setting. We have about 30 minutes left. We had a few good bucks come in. Some does. We had a 3-pointer. So it's been a pretty good night, honestly. Most deer we saw in one night was today. But we still have some time left, so hopefully in that amount of time, a big buck walks in and cooperates with us. And I can put an arrow through him.
The deer were in and out all night. All I needed was a big buck to come in so I could release the carnage. And there's the one.
This buck couldn't make up his mind. Love or dinner?
He made the wrong choice. I think I was too low. I was way too low.
I heard some news.
Yeah, I shot, but it seemed a little bit low.
I don't know. We'll watch the playback your Luminox lit over there.
All right.
What'd you shoot it with? Carnage?
Yeah.
Or the 5-blade?
Carnage.
Carnage? Oh. All right, well, let's go back around this way. And get that way. Go this way.
Okay.
When I shot, I thought I was really low. I was actually really upset with myself.
Complete pass-through. Which way did it run, Cam?
There's a whole bunch of blood over here and stuff. I think that goes around that Dad and I saw. Right here. There's blood all around here, and then we tracked it down over there to the fence.
All right.
Holy crap.
I have complete faith in that Innerloc Carnage. Looks like a low heart shot, and with all that blood, he shouldn't be far.
Finally, we're tagged out in Kansas. This nice 10-point here. We had a crazy night. We had so many deer in. Another 10-pointer passed him up. This guy came in, and I just couldn't pass him up. Well, this was an amazing hunt, an amazing trip. Thank you, Jesse. Thanks, Crystal. Thank you, Dad. I'm very happy with this deer, honestly. So I'm gonna get him tagged, take him back to the blind turtle, get some lights on him, and take some pictures. But what an amazing hunt.